Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next. Here comes one of the best light heavyweights to ever do it, Sergey Kovalev, known as the Crusher. While everyone refers to this man as Crusher, if you ask him, he describes himself.
This bout is
So much hype. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That jab had to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab does not score. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missed with that jab. That left hand lands. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Missed with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Kovalev that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice counter. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. Well done with that counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Kovalev that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's bombs away. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punch. And he misses with that jab. Straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. A perfect counter lands. Kovalev that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Here we go to the fourth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. His jab just got blocked. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They miss with the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Back and forth they go. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Kovalev that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. There's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The jab doesn't quite connect. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That hook was off target. Has to be careful for that. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Kovalev that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They exchange punches. Looking to land the hook. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. No rest for the weary. And they are delivering. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Round 7, here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter punch. Failing to score with that right hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Jake Paul will have to go to the canvas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Defense is not an option for these two. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might... There's the bell to start round 9. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Swing and a miss with that hook. Perfect counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. The stamina is off the charts. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Straight right, just misses. being exerted here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Stamina is always an issue and a price. And here comes the 10th round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Straight right, just misses. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The defense failed them. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Set him up.
That's start 11. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Unlucky to miss with that jab. This could be the end. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Did you see that? Stumbling around in potholes. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble. Hold that thought! And Jake Paul just got knocked out. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
I need to see that again.
Are you okay? You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.